wine peeps? It's Laurie Forster, the wine coach here, and Laura T-Berry from Ohio asked me, what's the deal with screw caps and corks? Why one or the other? Is one good or bad? Well, Laura, it's a great question, and actually, here's the deal. About 5 to 7% of the natural corks, the corks that come from trees, can get infected with a compound called trichloroanisole, or TCA for short, thankfully. And that compound is just created naturally in the air. It's when chlorine combines with other things and it creates TCA, happens from time to time, and 5 to 7% of the corks can actually be infected. When the corks get infected, the wine gets infected. And that's when you end up sending it back at the restaurant or opening a bottle and having to take it back to the store because it's ruined, basically. Now, it used to be that screw caps were only for the cheapy wines, right? The wines that were sweet and fruity back in the 80s. But when this cork taint or cork fault that I'm talking about started really rearing its ugly head, winemakers figured out, and the Australians and New Zealanders were sort of some of the pioneers of this, figured out that the screw cap was a way around that 5 to 7% loss of wine from the TCA, or the corked wine as we call it. So nowadays, screw cap versus cork doesn't tell you anything about the quality of wine. There's delicious wines with caps, there's delicious wines with corks, and really it's just a decision by the winemaker. A lot of times for early drinking whites and rosés, people are very comfortable using the screw caps, but not necessarily with red wines you want to age, because the cork does breathe, it is porous, and some people feel it aids in the development and the aging of the wine. I'm Laurie Forster, the wine coach. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.